What's up, and welcome to another episode of Sitting with Arvin, where I'm trying to make $1 million in 5 years. This is week number 21, and I got some fun things to talk about. I'm listening to music while doing this, I think for the first time, and it feels, we'll test it out. So, my finances, I'm at $1,173.31. I have started separating money every month. I'm in a financial position currently where I can put aside $500 a month, which feels good. Just right now, the income is not substantial, and I'm spending almost everything on like investing towards myself. And so I'm not really making that much money. I got a lot of fun projects going on. I'm ready to pick up my application for the Santa Fe Farmers Market, and I have a bunch of things that I want to sell there. All of my furniture. I have an idea of like laser engravings. I made this one. Then rattles, they take very long to make. They're taking too long for me to be able to sell at an appropriate price range. So I'm selling them for $59.99, which is a lot. And the profit on a rattle is probably like almost close to nothing. But I'm trying to figure out a faster way, and I'm finding a lot of like curiosity and excitement as I try to like figure that out. So that's fun. But let me show you. This is the old one. Well, it's still like the 5th generation, but I recently made a new one with a walnut handle, which I think is really fun. I think it looks really cool. Today I'm going to go ahead and make a few more. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I'll be sending some of those out pretty soon. I'm going to be doing 2 free laser engravings. So I can create vector drawings pretty quick from an image that someone sends me. And so I want to make 2 customized images to send to someone, and then I'm gonna, as an exchange, they're gonna like post it on their social medias as like just a way to market, and yeah, maybe something will come of it. I have been working with a business advisor, and he's helping me get a proposal ready for my boss. I've helped my boss with estimates, getting more employees, getting permits for building. I want to see if there's I've always done manual labor work, which I enjoy, but I want to see if there's a possibility to move towards something closer to sales. I want to learn to like grow this thing, and I've wanted to do that on my own, but realizing I have to work with people, I think, if I really want to be successful. And he has a pretty strong like business and clientele already. And so I want to try and present an idea or like a proposal of trying to create business on my own. And if I'm able to create like more money for the company, I take a percentage. So like the hourly is pretty decent, but like I think that I can bring in a lot more cash. And if I'm able to do that, if I bring in more profit and the company gets richer, then I want to get a cut of it. And I think that that's more potential for me, more potential for the company. And it gives me more like excitement to like build it to where now I'm working hourly, and it's the type of work that doesn't necessarily take too much time, but it's like mentally taxing to be called in the middle of the day when I'm trying to take time off to like create stuff for customers. So I'm gonna be working on that proposal. That's an exciting thing for me, whether it goes through or not. It'll be like a practice for me to organize my like ideas and present it. So that's fun, that's cool. As the process of streamlining this like business to hopefully bring in more cash, I want to like develop and create a program. I also want to make an app, but that's, I can't do everything. So aside for that, bonus content is just what I'm going to be working on as I move forward. I went to church for the first time in like ages, and I don't consider myself to be a Christian, but I also don't want to like throw the baby out with the bathwater, I think that my experience and like exposure to this religion has been not good. Um, but yeah, this I like the sermon I just went to, and it was like feel being able to like surrender in a way. I feel like I work so hard sometimes, not trying to like toot my own horn, but work so hard in trying to force my vision or what I want for life, and having a difficult time sometimes. And I want to continue working hard, but like feeling like there's a way to surrender to something more, to surrender to, you could say, God, or maybe like the flow of life, you know, trying to take that pressure off of myself, the pressure and anxiety that comes with trying to force things to happen a certain way. And in alignment with what I just said, there's this quote from John Steinbeck that I've been talking about a lot lately, which I love, and there's like one of the characters is like he's trying to be perfect always, and like at one point he just fucks up big time. And like all of his, like the people around him, one person, everyone notices that, but one person says to him, well, now that you can't be perfect anymore, you can just be good. And I feel like that kind of looks like my life now, where my life looks nothing like I wanted it to look like. There's so many things I wanted, so many, I thought I'd be way ahead of where I am at by this time in my life, and it's tough to accept that it's not perfect at all, but it's good. It's good, and my life is good. And feeling like surrendering into that, and just learning to love the process, you know, like it's okay. I'm going to try a ton of things and it's not going to work. I literally just called someone about a lease to see if there's like a possibility of renting to buy. You know, I'm trying to get equity in something, so I'm not just throwing away money each month. And it didn't work. And there's been tons of things, tons of like opportunities I've been trying to like reach out to that have been falling through. And sometimes I get like a little beat down, but realizing it's like, it's not the specifics, it's more like finding the enjoyment in that process, and that's fun. Same thing with videos. It's like, you know, when I started this channel, I wanted to try and figure out a way to create like additional like revenue or money in streams, and that's not going to come quickly. Maybe it's not going to come at all. And so now I'm just finding a way to make it like fun and enjoyable, and it's good, and it's not going to be perfect, but yeah, thanks for staying tuned. If ever anyone feels like commenting, I super appreciate it when someone gives their feedback or sends a thought or whatever. And yeah, so catch you next week on week 22 of Can I Make $1 Million in 5 years? I can, and I will. So stay tuned.